Hi, I'm Jake Gann, and I'm a member of the support staff here at Chesapeake Technology Incorporated. In this video, we'll be discussing 3D bathymetry contact reports, which is a new feature available in SonarWiz version 7.2 and beyond. So let's jump straight into the software. Here in version 7.2, I've created a new project, and I'm going to use our drag and drop import method to pull these files into an existing project. So I just drag and drop those onto the Mosaic view. SonarWiz will prompt me with a little dialog box, and I'll tell it to add the files to the current project and add them as bathymetry files. We'll click OK. So I just fast forwarded through the import and merge process, but again, that only took about 15 seconds. Also, prior to setting up this project, or excuse me, prior to importing that data, the only thing I've done to the project itself is add this TIDE file. So other than that, this is literally from step one to finished project within about 5 minutes. So we've imported the bathymetry data. You can see it in our Mosaic view. It has been merged really nicely. That was all automatically done during the drag and drop process. The last thing I want to show you before we open the digitizer view is another portion that we've added onto our view tab here at the top. So if you come to the top of the SonarWiz interface, go to the view tab, and all the way down here on the right hand side, you'll see a section labeled shaded relief. So this is a visual effect that is applied to your files and is only seen really in the digitizer view. It essentially creates more contrast on your files so that contacts are easier to see. We'll get into the specifics of the different algorithms and what these dials all do in a later video specifically on shaded relief. All we need to know for today's purposes is that I am using it, and we'll be applying it to the files. So now we can go ahead and pick a contact, and just like with side scan or sub-bottom data, all you have to do is select the file and then right-click it, open in the digitizer view window. You can go ahead or you can already tell that there's sort of like an embossed look to this file. You'll notice that as we scroll down, some of the artifacts on the seafloor have a lot more contrast to them. And again, this won't be the final image that's pushed out to whoever is receiving your product. But while you're processing the data, that shaded relief can be helpful. So I'd like to go ahead and label this sort of scaffolding as a contact. I'll come up to this icon in the right-hand side, just like with side scan or sub-bottom data. Click that, and that will then allow me to select contacts on the seafloor with my cursor. So I'll drop a contact right on that scaffolding, save the file, and then we're done. You can see your contact there on the Mosaic view as well. So now that we've got the contact, I want to produce a contact report. So left click that, and then right click as well. Pull up the contact report generator. And if you're satisfied with this default data, you can go ahead and click next. And this is the only time in the process where things deviate from side scan or sub-bottom contact report generation. So here you will need to create a new report, and I'll just call it 3D Bathy contact. We'll say yes, and then this is the essential step. You just have to change the report file type to Adobe 3D PDF. So ensure that 3D Bathy contact is selected. Click next. I'll add just a little title information so you can see it in action, and then we'll click finish. And now SonarWiz will create a contact report with a 3D viewer embedded into the PDF file itself. And this file can be sent just like any other PDF, so it's not dependent on a SonarWiz license. So this is the finished product here. And just like with our CTI 3D viewer, you can click and drag in the viewer itself to rotate. You can zoom in and out to get a better look at the contact. You can see sort of the vertical exaggeration there. And you can basically manipulate this contact just like you would in the CTI 3D viewer. And again, this can be sent out. You can drag and drop it onto a local drive. You can attach it as an email, you can email it as an attachment. You can upload it to Google Drive. However you disseminate your PDFs, you can do that with this file type. And also, if you scroll down, you can see the information from the file, specifically things like map projection, the source file, etc. So that's pretty much all there is to the 3D bathymetry contact report. Just a few troubleshooting items. It's possible that when the image loads, because CTI can't necessarily anticipate every possible PDF viewer used on the market, there may be an instance where the image comes out and the PDF comes out and it looks like this. There's a blank image. If that's the case, it's really simple to fix. All you do, sometimes you can left click it, again depending on the viewer, and that may provide you with the flat image like so, and we'll talk about how to fix that in 1 second. You can also right click and then enable the content, and again you see you've got a flat image. The final thing here to note is that if your viewer has an option to toggle extra lighting, that can also cause this flat effect. But again, to fix this is incredibly simple. Just close out of the report, go to your project folder. So for me, it's saved in SonarWiz projects. This is the name of the project I just created. Go to the targets folder, reports. This is the name of the report type I just created, and there's my report. And there you go. So it's back to its normal 3D self, and you can manipulate it just like you could before. So if a customer or a colleague is having trouble getting it to become 3D again, just tell them to close it and open it via that file path, or wherever they downloaded it from. Just close out the report and open it again. So thanks for listening. That's all there is to bathymetry 3D contact reports. If you have any questions about the software or any issues, or if you have questions about licensing or a possible evaluation, feel free to reach out to us at support@chesapeaketech.com. Again, my name is Jake Gann. I'm one of the folks who may be answering your emails. So thanks again for listening, and we look forward to hearing from you.